As Canadians, we are rightly proud of our very own Canadian-born saint, Saint André Bessette in Montreal, for all of his many accomplishments and the great wonders and miracles that were associated with his life. Though Brother André in his life was proud of only one thing, and that was the establishment of his beloved oratory. The beautiful oratory on Mount Royal Hill in Montreal is dedicated to Saint Joseph. And outside of that magnificent structure stands a towering statue of Saint Joseph. Underneath that statue on the concrete pedestal is an inscription, Ite ad Joseph, which means in Latin, go to Joseph. And that verse comes from the passage we heard today in the book of Genesis, where once the famine has struck those who were in the land of Canaan, Pharaoh said to all the Egyptians and those who were starving, coming to him for refuge and food, go to Joseph. What he says to you, do. This has been interpreted all throughout the life of our church as a prefiguration of the Joseph who would become the father of Christ. And we are told as members of Christ's body also to go to Joseph. It is for this reason that, being no other liturgical feast, I chose to celebrate this Mass as a votive Mass in honor of St. Joseph, because he is easy to forget. Not one word is spoken by him in the gospel. All we know was his faithfulness to the mission entrusted to him, which was to care for God's most precious creature, our Blessed Mother, and his only begotten Son, our Lord. And so we too must remember to go to Joseph, to run to him with our needs, to make novenas to him, to keep an image or statue of him so that we keep him in our minds, that we are reminded to foster a sincere devotion to this man who silently and in a hidden way gave his entire life to the service of his family. For this reason, he was named the universal patron of the Church by Pope Pius IX. And we should remember that. He has been given to all of us. So when we hear this verse, which of course was long before the Joseph who would become the foster father of Jesus ever lived, already we see the beginning of God's providential plan, how he was setting up for us what we would need to carry on our Christian duties and our Christian lives. Once they went to him and asked for something to eat, we are told, Joseph opened all the storehouses. What a beautiful image for us to reflect upon today, that in our need, when we go to this holy patriarch, the father of the Holy Family, when we follow that command, ite ad Joseph, by his powerful position in heaven, he can still open for us all of the storehouses of God's grace.